Hello, gorgeous! Something that gets overlooked so often when it comes to talking about perfect makeup application is perfect preparation, like serious preparation. The smoother and more even your skin, the better your foundation is going to look. So I'm going to tell you all of my secrets in this video. I hope you're ready. So this is me with a freshly washed face, and I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to tell you again. I shave my face. I use a little brow / facial hair razor like this one, and I do gentle downward strokes. There are so many benefits to doing this. I can go into more detail in a future video, but what it does is it gets rid of peach fuzz, and also if your skin is really dry and flaky, this is probably one of the most effective ways of getting rid of dead skin in seconds. I'll put a link to the razors that I get in the description box below in case you're interested. I do this about once or twice a week, and I've been doing it for over a year, so your hair does not grow back thicker. I'm Greek. It had plenty of chance to grow back much thicker and turn me into a gorilla, but it didn't happen. Of course, you want to be careful around any blemishes. So as far as standard exfoliating goes, you can use scrubs, which I do pretty often, but my favorite thing to do is use gentle fruit acids. The first one I'm going to show you is this peeling gel from Peter Thomas Roth. You smooth it onto your skin, and as you start rubbing it on, it starts to ball up and roll off all of the dead skin. It's really cool. Sometimes I like to apply it and let it sit like a mask for a few minutes and then start rubbing it in before I go ahead and rinse it off. On the days that I don't use that mask, but literally I do this every single time like I'm about to do my makeup, I use these resurfacing pads from Jack Black. I used to use a really similar product from Origins, but they discontinued it, and then that's how I ended up finding these, and they actually work a bit better, so I'm really happy. Whether I use the peeling gel or the peeling pads, I almost always follow up with a serum or moisturizer, sometimes both. It just depends on how my skin is doing. If I'm really dry, I usually do both. This is one of my favorite skincare products. It's the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster. It's packed with vitamin C, which brightens and evens the skin tone over time. And this is also pretty hydrating enough, like on its own for me. So sometimes I do skip moisturizer if I'm not too dry that day. And these tips are something that everybody can benefit from, whether they have dry or oily skin, because in my opinion, we've all got dead skin, and you'll always look better when it's off. And of course, you don't want to forget your lips. There are so many ways to get smooth and kissable lips. I did a whole entire video on it years ago. I'll put a link to that below if you're in the mood for some throwback Jessica. But I have this lip scrub that's in a lipstick form. It's from e.l.f. and it's cheap and cheerful, and it's not as messy as any typical lip scrub that you have to like scoop it out and rub it on with your fingers and do all of that stuff. So yeah, once I've rubbed all of that in, I wipe it off, which I know is so attractive. And then I go ahead and apply lip balm. This one is my personal favorite, but I also really love the ones from Nivea, which are a lot less expensive. And I always recommend applying your lip balm before you get started with your makeup, so that way by the time you're done and ready to apply your lipstick, it's already gotten a chance to soak in. If you have oily skin and have real issues with your skin getting way too shiny and breaking up your foundation, making it start to separate over like just a few hours, then, well, this is what you need. You need milk of magnesia. Seriously, this stuff does what no primer, no matter how expensive it is, as far as I'm concerned, no primer really does what this stuff does. This is serious. You just apply a thin layer to the areas that get the shiniest for you. It's cheap, and it's not just for bathroom problems. This is like a best kept secret for makeup artists. I wouldn't recommend applying this to your skin every single day because it's probably not the best for your skin on an everyday basis, but it's definitely something that's good for special occasions and once in a while type things. And since we're talking about makeup prep and all of that, don't forget about eyeshadow primer, especially if you have oily eyelids. It's going to prevent your eyeshadows from creasing, but it also makes your colors appear a lot more vibrant. If you have drier lids, you can try just using a concealer instead, but if you have oily lids, seriously, I don't know how you skip eyeshadow primer. So those are my tips for how to prepare your face for makeup application. It's so important to really take all of these things into consideration because you're spending so much time trying to make yourself look glamorous. This is going to help you get the best results and also help those results last. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And as always, I look forward to talking to you again very, very soon. Bye.